Hello and welcome to the latest series here on the Shed Sounds Media YouTube channel. Um, I'm joined today by my longtime friend and former co-host, Mike Lieto. And we have been talking about this for years, coming up with some way to bring us back into discussing music on the internet. And I think that we also are trying to expand that, include our love of movies, because in that time, like we've also both kind of become interested in different kinds of movies. But so I guess I'd like to start this very informal video, unscripted video, by kind of talking about what we hope to accomplish in this series of interviews and topic videos. So Mike, I think I've talked enough. Maybe I can turn it over to you. You can tell the folks kind of what we hope to do with the Deep Chats series.
Sure, yeah. So, we hope to do a couple things. We hope to, get a good discussion going about stuff that we are really interested in, and hopefully get, other people talking about the stuff that we like that's coming out that we find either fascinating or to be great art, whether it be musical art or film art. We also will talk about most likely films that are older, because our tastes have definitely are to the older stuff for sure.
That's true. But hopefully maybe we can keep it contemporary by talking about new releases.
For sure, yeah.
A lot of times. But yeah, I'd like to make this, we're going to call it Deep Chats, which is kind of like a riff on Deep Cuts. I thought that would be a cool way for people to remember. I was thinking in doing this that, here I have 5 or 6 years of industry experience that I could lend to something like this. And, we could do reviews. We could do in-depth reviews as we're about to. The first 2 episodes are going to be in-depth reviews of modern records. But I think it would also be fun to eventually expand this to interviews and invite people on who are my colleagues within the industry to talk about different things, the challenges of making art in 2024 and in the future. So yeah, we're going to start with reviews. We'll do some like topic videos. Like one thing that I had considered was like how to use technology in composition. Like that's something that I could see talking about, or how to create album art, album art and design, like a quick masterclass. And I might invite like my friend Eric Kearns to do that. He does all of our art. But yeah, I suppose in case folks don't know who we are, in case you're just stumbling across this, we should introduce ourselves. So Mike, you go first. I'm hogging the mic, so you go first.
No, you're good. Now I will hog the mic. So I am not a person who currently works in the music industry, but I grew up listening to a lot of progressive rock and jazz and all sorts of music, classical music, you name it. I have a really broad spectrum of taste, and I carry that with me everywhere I go. I'm constantly listening to music. My work is not in music, but music is an essential part of who I am and what I do in life. But I bring a lot of that forward. And I have, Ian and I have done deep cuts in the past for a few years on the radio. I also, when I was in high school, was active on Progressive Ears. Sorry, Sean Tonar's amazing website where I've done a lot of music reviews there, and really got into the progressive rock community. And my family, my dad and my uncle are members of Frog Cafe, which is,
of course,
lately been on and off long hiatuses and stuff because life happens. When the band is not your primary job, but I do have some insider knowledge through that way.
Sure.
And I bring some of that forward with me when I'm here.
All right. Yeah. And of course, my name's Ian Beabout, and I'm sure if you're subscribing to this channel, you're familiar with who I am. But I'm a musician. I'm a composer. I'm a producer. I'm an archivist at times. I do archival work, tape transfers. My work includes the Baker's Dozen Muffins box set, which is 12 CDs and a DVD. And also I have kind of stumbled my way into working for Soft Machine on a handful of projects, including the France and Holland 1970 CD DVD 2 LP set, the upcoming Hovacode in 1971. That's a 4 LP box set, like Chicago, live at Carnegie Hall, and also there's a the Dutch lesson, the CD, which I should have shown, but whatever. But when I'm not doing all that, I have my own group, Coloratura, and I'm actually in the middle of starting a new solo project, which isn't my solo project, but it's actually going to be the studio's solo project. And that's a topic for another time. I'll whenever I'm ready to start talking about that. But I feel like that is serviceable as an introduction. It kind of brings everybody up to speed. And with that in mind, I think I would like to start reviewing.
There we go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment so we can engage with you all. We'd love to hear some feedback.
That's great. Yeah,
I gotta join us.
I gotta remember that. Okay.